Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Full House Games. Due to a little bit of a technical issue, we've only got the tail end of this first game by the looks of things. Frenzied Goblin over there with a Fire Drinker Satyr and a Monastery Swiss Beer. Swinging for a lot.
We got a lightning strike in the graveyard there. Looks like there's a couple of cards. Sam doesn't want to give us a look at what's in there. He doesn't care. He's mono red. What's in the past is in the past.
Yeah.
Emotion, fire, let's go. Attack in. I don't care. There's two Siege Runners in. You can't block. I'm going nuts.
Pretty ballsy when there's a Fire Drinker
Can't the
Satyr.
Frenzy Goblin stop it from...
Stopped one as
Stopped
far as
one?
I'm aware. Oh, okay.
No,
that
no.
was last turn.
That was
Never
last-
mind.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so he's just resolved the Siege Runner that turn.
He's got another Goblin, by the looks of things.
Oh,
Swinging in.
the balls on this kid. That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
Where are you at?
Put the Siege Runner in front of the Fire Drink Satyr, I guess. Deal 4 damage to your mono red player by just blocking.
Dude, that's
Seems
when he
good.
pumps.
That's what he...
That's when you pump Fire Drinker Satyr, right, guys? Because
That's
what
when
the
you
most
Simian Spirit Guides,
Bends.
Metamorphose. I'm trying to get blue mana here. Metamorphose into
Desperate Ritual,
Quicken,
Desperate Ritual.
into Seething Song. There we go.
Well, his opponent just lightning striked him instead, so you didn't
Yeah.
have to do all that at all.
Useless.
And game one.
You didn't
goes
have to.
one.
You didn't have to lose to a judge call.
Anyway, pretty pimpin' deck box there from Andrew. And Sam on the left there playing mono red. I am, of course, Caleb House. And joining me is Ben Clinic and Nathaniel Wells.
Back again.
And like I always say, if your deck block doesn't match your watch, you're not doing it right.
And the sleeves, too, you know.
And the sleeves.
So, guess I better get a Yu-Gi-Oh watch then.
But I like even the playmat's kind of on key, right? We got those sort of dark royal colours.
Nice pimpin'.
Wearing a
dark
black
ritual,
shirt.
Dark confidant there.
This guy just
I like that he left in the morning and said, I'm genuinely excited by this. I like that he's gone, you know what? Everything has to match. I'm going to be dressed to the T, intimidate my opponents. That's a real Magic player looking for every edge.
Absolutely.
Every single edge.
Patrick Chapin, man, does not tie up if he's going to a Magic event.
He's
Yeah.
it's true.
Got to wear that suit and tie.
Got to wear that suit and tie, that thin red tie. Every Magic player should own a red tie, otherwise you're not doing it right.
I bought mine the other day.
And an oversized jacket,
Oh, absolutely.
so you can fit 10k of ecstasy in the pockets. Anyway.
On to sideboarding.
Probably have.
What are you taking out here? That's a pretty big edge there with Sarkin as the top of your curve.
Well,
If you're in mono red, you're probably only expecting to have like 18 lands, right?
no. I think Storm Breath is a lot better than Sarkin in this match.
Yeah,
True.
what blockers are you trying to... I mean...
Storm Breath is just so much better. Absent Charm doesn't hit it, Vanishing Light doesn't hit it, and Utter End doesn't hit it. I don't know any other ways for... They have to
And that's-
downfall
At the time, you really just want to deal the damage, right?
Yeah.
You're not worried about flame slashing the creature that
Yeah.
you just want to fly over the top because you probably got him within range that a hit or two is going to get you there. Did you see a Sarkin, or was that just sort of speculative?
No, there is a Sarkin in his sideboard.
Any sideboard, a
Yeah.
singleton, or...
I don't know how many there were, even if it's a one-off. One-off's maybe alright, but like,
Hmm.
it's interesting that you would want to curve that high. Even if it was a
Yeah.
sideboard card, you're really expecting the game to go late, and I think if that's the case, then whoever you're playing against probably already has control of the board over you.
I like it, though, because you've got to assume that your opponent takes out most of their 1-for-1 removal. Because the 1-for-1 removal that would remove a Sarkin, is all too slow.
Yeah,
That's true.
Like, if you're playing against Abzan, they haven't got their Utterings against you, they probably haven't got their Banishing Lights in against you, they haven't got the 1-for-1 removal spells that are higher on the curve that actually deal with a Sarkin.
Sure, no, I can totally get behind that, but
You could actually just resolve Sarkin and your opponent go, crap, I sided out everything that can deal with this and you're just gonna 4-4-4, I'm dead.
in
doesn't
saying that, Abzan has stuff like Siege Rhino, so it's like, yeah, sure, you for me, and then I just swing with 2 Siege Rhinos.
Yeah, but if Mono Red is doing it right, it's maybe the Siege Runner has to be on defense, right?
I mean,
Like,
I guess.
if the Siege Runner's attacking in, you've lost anyway, so...
Sure, but Siege Rhino seems like a pretty bad card for mono red.
Yeah.
Like, you had that Frenzied Goblin there, which is keeping you alive, apparently. But, you know, you're having to pay for it. There's a cost associated with that. It looks like both players have accepted, what they'd like to run for their sideboards. So go nuts. And Sam looks very prepared to riffle shuffle his cards there.
Well, he is playing mono red.
Yeah.
It's not the most expensive.
Without fear
archetype.
of damaging anything expensive.
Yeah. No fetch lands in that one.
Well,
Sam's been playing mono red for what, 4 years now?
I'm not Sam, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, he's been playing it for a long time. And he's pretty good at it. There's not actually many other mono red players in this area that I'm scared of. There's no mono red player that I'm going up against because the deck isn't. I wouldn't categorize it as tier 1 in Standard at the moment. It's maybe tier 1.5.
Yeah.
But that's one of the beautiful things about Magic. Usually not so exaggerated in Standard, usually exaggerated in the Eternal formats. If you're an expert at one deck, it doesn't matter if it's tier 1.5, you can get there, and we just saw Sam do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
His opponent resolved 2 Siege Rhinos.
2 Siege Rhinos.
And he won the game.
And yeah, 2 Siege Rhinos is like a 6-point life swing in both directions, and not something you really want as a band player. In saying that, I'm assuming Sam was on the play because that's pretty much how you have to win it as mono red.
Against 2 Siege Rhinos, I would assume as much.
Yeah, and we see a Drowned in Sorrow now in Andrew's starting hand, which is not going to be great. Also in a Crowan Crusader, you Titan Strength it on turn 2, which is actually something that Sam's got in hand, with maybe a Monastery Swiftspear in play. That's a pretty big punch.
Yeah,
that's a punch and a half.
And this deck is so explosive.
What did your opponent do? Played a land that came in and played tap.
Yeah, here's my tap land, and hang on, maybe I'll Thought Seize you as well and deal 2 damage.
Oh, this is terrible.
This is not something you want to be doing.
After board as well?
Yeah. Maybe he just didn't have the cards to bring in. Maybe he's...
Oh wow, got the hammer hands, got the... Yeah.
He's taking the Stoke, he's obviously got a Corsair.
I'm not a fan of taking the Stoke here.
He may just have the Corsair and go, the only way I win is if I just keep playing lands and hopefully gain that life.
Actually,
and put up the
I'm more
blocker.
of a fan of taking the Stoke here because while I just said that, I'm also not very smart. I forgot that creatures can pay for that, so it's a bit cheaper. I was going to say he didn't have the lands for it.
Yeah, plus he's going to get another token off this as well. So by taking the Stoke the Flames, you've just...
The Stoke the Flames can...
Yeah, the Stoke
the
Flames is
very
almost
efficiently.
Effectively free.
Yeah.
So
I like just double Titan Strength.
I think you do. I think you just
do.
If you don't like that top
Why
card,
not?
I think you just double Titan Strength. Like, if you see a land the first time you Titan Strength, do it.
And I think those tokens have haste as well.
They do.
They do.
No,
so
they
we're
do.
coming across for... I don't even want to do the math
7,
on it. It just
8,
hurts.
7, 8, 9. So
On turn 2.
That's 9 on turn 2. Like,
So, and he's
what?
Thought
And
Seized.
he's so like, yeah. And then he's got a hammer hand, so that's another.
Let's put it
token,
this way:
and
his
another
opponent will
plus
not be able to play his Corsair ever.
His
This game
opponent
is over.
is this turn, Dragon Sorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's and he can do it. He has the capability.
Yeah.
He has
Here
the
we
Dragon
go.
Sorrow. We are up to a game of Magic.
This is where things, become a real game of Magic.
And I would like to scry one with my board wipe, please.
I would like to keep that on top, and the next turn will be the Siege Rhino that I'm bringing to. And things get immediately worse for Sam. I mean, you can still sort of stick it out and maybe,
Oh, no creature.
this
Yeah.
His
is where-
opponent is on 9 life, though. Let's not forget that. And he's not on any pressure.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sam
right.
has no pressure. All he has to do is sit
Sure.
there, collect burn spells, and just go boom, boom, boom. It doesn't take that many burn spells to kill him.
Sure. But that sort of
Blue
changes
knows.
things.
Oh, okay.
And
This
that's
is a spicy
pretty,
Abzan deck.
pretty spicy one. With another hammer hands draw by Sam, that's not good.
Yeah, he's got
This
2
is-
hammer hands and a Titan
This is the
Strength.
sort of disjointed thing that you see when you're playing mono red and stuff like blue white heroic. Very fast, very aggressive decks. Blue white heroic can sort of control itself a bit more, but
You still go deep there, right? Because it was Drowning Sorrow, Untapped Land, and or bust. And in these Abzone decks, getting both of those is a cold. Like, I think it was the correct... And he's flooding out here as well.
yeah, no,
That Sartan's gonna be
it's maybe
Yeah.
a mulligan for Sam though because he's got one creature and no burn.
I don't know.
That's-
Being able to put your opponent at half life on turn 2 is pretty appetizing. It's
Sure,
Like,
but
you just
in
wanna be
in a
there.
deck that plays Siege Rhino and can suddenly swing that all around, and you know he's probably bringing in Drowning Sorrow after board 2, things change a lot on that line.
He's going to take a
And
siege.
there's the Siege Rhino that
That's
Aaron's
pretty
gonna take.
good.
So this is sort of where you go as Sam, like, don't
How do
think I'm
you
gonna be
guys
making this.
feel about the Thoughtseize post board?
If you can't take out enough stuff, sure.
I'm assuming he just, because Mono Red is not a big player, so you maybe don't have many cards for it. I'm assuming he just looked at his sideboard and said,
Yeah.
I'm better off having a Thoughtseize that does very little than a 7
Yeah.
mana spell that does nothing.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, you don't really want June Blast. You're never going to hit
But-
it against Mono
yeah.
Red.
But if he had good options, I think Thoughtseize is terrible. You don't
For
want
sure,
it.
for sure.
But it literally had to come down to, well, it's better than 7 mana Garruk, because 7 mana Garruk is just never going to do anything against the
Oh,
Mono
yeah, I
Red.
got my 3/3. Oh, wait, I'm dead.
Yeah.
It's not something you want.
Not even that. It's if you resolve and win with a Garruk, it's like you got to 7 mana. You could have resolved a mute. You could have resolved a Rune Claw Bear and probably won because your opponent had nothing.
Exactly.
Well, to be fair, Garrick's a fair bit better than a Rune Claw.
Yeah, but on turn 20, it doesn't matter whether you resolve a Fugitive Wizard or an Emrakul. It's like if you're that in control of the game, it so doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, a Fugitive Wizard dies to your own Drown in Sorrow, so...
Right.
This is all hypothetical, of course.
Okay, so we're gonna put what's that 1 and a white? I think it's +1/+3.
Also, you know, Emrakul gets you an extra turn, so... Get full value out of it.
Okay, fine. I'll go back on my statement that Fugitive Wizard and Emrakul are equal as far as creatures go.
In a control deck, anything.
Made a bit of a poor choice there.
I do stick to my sentiment that in a control deck, anything is a finisher. Just some finishes are better than others.
Yeah.
Pearl Lake Ancient, we're looking
That
at you.
extends... Sorry.
Pearl Lake Ancient, we're looking at you.
I like Pearl Lake Ancient.
So do I. Like, I think it's just a really fun Magic card.
People were making fun of it when it first came out, but I think it's exactly where you want to be in one of those sort of...
Pearl Lake Necklace is a good finisher.
Oh, God. That's a visual I didn't want.
I'll just resign myself there.
Oh,
Well, you are a control deck. You might as well, you know, win with style.
yeah. You are playing with yourself.
Hey, at
I
least
feel
it's-
like no one has anything to say after that.
yeah, at least it's not Storm and you're playing by yourself. Like, at least you're playing with yourself and
Yeah.
someone's watching.
Yeah. It's enjoyable for at least one of the parties.
Yeah. Hey, we never know. Maybe he likes getting hit with a pearl.
Alright, back to
Okay.
the game.
Anyway,
Shut
Mono
me
Red
up.
metagames.
And they're presenting. I do really like that Dark Confident Grand Prix.
Yeah, do you prefer the new art or the old art?
Definitely the new art.
Mm.
Speaking of which, Modern Masters 2.
Yes,
Modern
I'm so
Masters
pumped for that.
2015. I am excited.
And people are
Wizards really knows.
apprehensive about it. People aren't getting excited in the same
Well,
way I
I
am.
mean, considering Modern only came out 2 years ago, right?
I
actually-
think it was a little bit longer than that,
Sure,
but yeah,
might
years
be a
makes
little
no
bit-
difference.
It's a pretty fresh format. We
Yeah.
used to have extended,
Yeah.
but Wizards is doing a very good job, and this is what you want as a control player.
I was actually playing when extended
Sorry,
was a thing and had no idea.
Yeah.
Because no one played it.
It was,
I mean, to be fair,
And-
when we were playing it was
and
sort of
and
dead.
Wizards now gets to push these new products, which is great. And a turn one nothing from Sam is not the best play,
Yeah, but
unless
his
he's
hand is
Yeah, but-
really stacked.
There's a
What's
Rabble
he
Master,
got?
there's an Eidolon.
Oh, the
Ooh.
Great Rebel?
That's-
Eidolon and a Rabble Master, let's go.
See, no, I think Eidolon of the Great Rebel hurts Sam more here.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
is it
sure,
it's 3 and below, right?
His Thoughtseize is going to cost Andrew 4 damage now.
His Corso cost him 2, his Abzan Charm cost him 2, his Downfall cost him 2. I think there's these Caryatid cost him
His
2.
Siege Rhino costs him nothing.
Yeah. I think there's enough that Eidolon is good, and at the end of the day, it's still a bear.
You're a bear.
Damn right I am.
Oh, but that Eidolon not beating through a Caryatid.
Yeah.
No, I don't think the Caryatid blocks.
This is where it's slightly like worse. When the board stalls and things. Oh,
No,
hey, that's
you
an
play
interesting
Mountain here,
one.
you attack with Eidolon, he doesn't block, you play Rubber Master post
You
combat.
play Mountain here. You play that closet thing that gives +1/+1 to red creatures, and then you swing with that Eidolon.
Or we play what is that?
gives +1/+1 to whatever color you name. In this case,
Oh,
I would
no.
assume red. This is the
Are
spicy
you
tech
serious?
from Sam. Yeah,
Oh,
100%.
Rebel Master makes 2/2 goblins.
And it's a 3/3. Doesn't die to drown in sorrow.
Oh.
Okay, everyone's happy.
Sam is
Hands
now-
up.
Sam has next level his opponent. Yeah. Just completely out of field.
Yeah, that's a pretty good card.
It's like, how do I deal with that?
Rebel Master next turn
I see.
he'll swing for 5 next turn. That's sick.
We're probably gonna see.
A Siege
Siege
Runner.
Runner. The bane of standard.
So you say that, but
I love playing them.
you love Resolve.
There is
Oh, they're
nothing
great.
better.
I love disdainful stroking it.
You love having a stroke into someone's seed runner?
Yep, I love stroking the Rhino.
Yeah.
Okay, this is gonna be an X-rated episode. We'll release this one
Kids.
after midnight.
Kids probably don't watch. Hey? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays, guys.
Ask your
Red
mom
and green
what
everywhere.
This is.
Go ask your parents. And that's why we're not allowed to play Magic at schools anymore.
Yeah.
Rebel Master.
Rabble.
When your mono red player misses their 4th land drop, you get really upset because you just know they have 6 action cards in hand and all they need is 3 mana.
Oh, check the value on this play. Stoke the Flames doesn't trigger Eidolon.
Right, but you can cost it for nothing.
Exactly. I'd like a free force of will that doesn't trigger this, please.
Sam can't attack here, but I still feel like he's just firmly in the driver's seat.
I don't know, I don't think Andrew can really attack here either.
Yeah, I feel like Sam is in control even though he can't attack.
Yep.
Because next turn he's going to get an untap, and those tricks are just going to...
But even then,
Slaughter.
the best part about creatures that have to attack each turn if able, the combat tricks. No one will expect it.
Mm.
Probably least of all Andrew here, who's gonna throw his Siege Rhino into a lightning strike.
He just did it then. I mean, he was tapped out. But
Or he's not. Maybe he's got another Siege Rhino.
wouldn't be surprised. They like to run in packs.
Okay, interesting.
Hmm.
Right, so Sam just probably wants this out of the way.
Yeah, he thinks if his opponent's got the Seed Runner, it's going to do more damage to him than it is to his opponent.
Yeah, and that's fair enough.
Just discussing life totals here.
So he'll take 1 from that.
But still, making a 2/2 goblin that punches you every turn is nothing to be scoffed at.
Nothing to be scoffed at all. Should quite like that little bit of tech.
Sure,
Fleece Man.
sure. Have your Fleece Man Lion. That's cute.
Rakshaka Death Dealer.
So this isn't really.
So this is more of an...
Has he tried to kind of like transformed into a
Yeah.
transformational sideboard?
Yeah, I run into something like... People keep doing this. I ran into this the other day. Unfortunately, I decided in 4 disdainful strokes. It got really awkward. When my opponent goes turn 2 Fleece Miner and I'm looking at a whole bunch of 5 drops and I'm like, oh man, this is bad. This is... Abzan Aggro kind of died, but it seems to be living it up in a couple of transformational sideboards moving around for some reason.
Riddle me this. Do you now swing with this Rabble Master?
No, because you're.
Yeah.
It's a 3/3.
It's a 3/3. I think
Your
you do.
opponent has no tricks.
Yeah. They can't do anything.
Oh, that's right. It's a 3/3.
Yeah, because of the hologram. So you just get to, like, you're swinging 4, 5,
I'm
7.
just
Yeah.
gonna punch you. Yeah. Hang on. Oh, I'm just gonna punch you.
Hang on, what are you doing? You have no options. Why is he?
Whoops.
There was the finger, like, no.
I still got this.
I still got all these.
But he doesn't.
See, this is the one thing I don't like. It makes your Stoke the Flames a little bit worse. Unless, of course, you're waiting until blockers.
Regarding the...
Dude, he's.
In regards to it.
Oh,
yeah.
he's about to punch him in the face here. He's got the
Ooh.
+3/+1.
Got that double
Titan
Titan
Yeah, he's
strength.
got the double Titan strength.
Spicy.
Takes.
It's
yes.
literally just Bolt here. It's Bolt Scry 1. It's
Bolt.
strictly better than Bolt.
Strictly better than
Heard it
Bolt.
here first. We really need to have a sarcasm light in the corner, otherwise I'm gonna get reamed.
Titan strength. It's better than Bolt. Rabble Master. Better than Bolt.
Better than Bolt.
Actually, I think Rabble Master is probably on par with like Young Pyromancer.
Oh, that's a
in
cold.
terms of- In terms of like in the same deck, if you're just running them, you're force of willing and stuff anyway. So you're getting a token per turn. Like it's a little bit lower costed, but
Yeah,
you're
but-
getting a pretty solid.
Young Pyromancer goes in all the decks, and Goblin Realm Master goes in a very select few.
Yeah, Goblin Realm Master I think is best when it's at the top of your curve. Young Pyromancer is best when you're casting blue spells.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I want to do in Eternal formats? You know what I want to do in Magic? In life, cast blue spells.
I want to cast blue spells.
That's all I want to do. I know it's cliche. I know it's like completely Magic. Once he just knows what I want, they keep giving it to me.
Nah, I think Worsty should just can blue spells in Fate Reforged.
Just ban Island.
Yeah, islands are banned.
Island OP.
Do an Arabian Nights, no basic lands, just mountains.
Just mountains. Can you imagine if it was islands that they'd done that for instead of mountains?
Just printed an island.
Yeah, they just printed islands instead of just printing mountains.
That-
How expensive would those islands
That would be
be?
so expensive.
Yeah.
No, what are you trying to fetch here? If not for having another Siege Rhino.
I don't know. Maybe he's got another Fleece Mane.
He's got a Fleece Mane in there. He's cracking a fetch.
I mean,
oh,
No,
sorry.
maybe he's got a Fleece Mane in hand and he wants to cast maybe?
I mean,
Yeah.
double Siege Runner just seems too good to pass up, even if it is. a
Oh,
freeze one.
maybe he has Abzan Charm, but you don't want to. You don't want to be.
He does have an Abzan Charm, but even in which case he could have.
Okay,
Charm
so
is
he
instant.
Abzan Charms. Yeah, but maybe he just doesn't want him to do stuff with the Rattle Master.
Yeah. Because it can make another 2/2 or I guess he doesn't know tricks. You know, Mono Red isn't super popular at the moment. There's very few people actually playing it.
Yeah, and like that's absolutely right. Sometimes we don't want things to be played at instant speed.
There we go. Takes care of the Rubber Master.
Like you don't need to wait until your opponent's.
Oh,
whatever
and
phase.
then attacking with the.
I'm not against this. He's got 2 blockers, which
Yeah, but only attacking with the Rhino gives the mono red player less of a chance. He was going to get greedy there. That was a perfect time.
Would you have attacked with the Ruckshaker Death Dealer there?
Probably not. I just wanted to see if he got greedy.
but Sam's got another Rattle Master, so
That's
gonna,
also pretty
This is
good.
how we do
that's
it.
gonna change things just a little bit. You know, spice it up a little bit.
I've heard Rubber Master is a good card.
I've heard it's a little bit better when the creature itself and the tokens it's making have +1/+1.
Yeah.
Mm.
What is that? Hero
Does he have a
Podium
Titan
or
Strength in
something?
hand? So will he be able to take out this Corsair here?
I think he has a Eidolon of Great Blossom.
I don't want a Great Revel.
Revel,
There's no
sorry.
way it's Great Blossoms.
I don't know. You know, could be playing it for a little bit of spice.
For a little bit of spice.
Green red monsters.
Green Rain
Draw a
enchantments.
card. Draw a card whenever you play that Eidolon of the Great Rebel. Bam.
You know,
Bam.
I don't know why enchantment decks always end up being puns for some reason. It'll be Gruul enchantments or something. Ban enchantments? I wanted to shoot myself every time someone said that. And we got the Titan Strength.
Yeah, or
That's
something
that's a
like
nice 2-for-1 there. What's the story behind Titan Strength again? Some dude has to roll a boulder up
that.
a
Yeah.
hill every day for the rest of his life.
Yeah, all these cards apparently have
Greek lore attached. to
Greek
them.
lore attached to them, but I'm not actually quite sure what it is.
I think it's.
Is it a reference to Atlas or something?
Yeah, I
No,
think so.
Atlas is
Bearer
Atlas
of
is
Heavens.
Is that
bearer of worlds.
So is he Roman or is he Greek?
Atlas is Greek.
Sweet.
There is another dude that had to roll a boulder up a hill. It's pretty nice.
And then
Ah.
didn't he get pecked at by the buzzards?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
something like that.
Classic.
classic children's
Oh, you
fable
know.
tale.
That Drown in Sorrow is really mediocre right now with that +1/+1.
Yep. Sam's clearly come
3 mana
prepared for this.
scry 1, kill a token.
Kill
and
2 tokens.
Kill 2 tokens, I
Yeah.
suppose. After they've already done an insane amount of damage to you.
Yeah.
Fun times. Did he scry to the bottom or top? I didn't quite.
So he scried the first card to the bottom, I believe. Or did Sam? Sam
Yeah.
scried to the bottom. I think if you're Sam, maybe you just play out both creatures here. But on top of that, you're totally swinging with that Rabble Master right now, yeah?
Well, I mean, if the
I'm pretty sure Andrew is hell-bent, as it were.
Are you willing to trade? Oh, you don't have to trade
Are you
anything.
willing to
It's got the
trade what?
+1/+1.
What are you going to trade?
Man, this card, Sam, you've broken standard. This card just makes everything match up poorly. It just,
it's true, it's all creature combat. You just can't do it.
it's just Drowning Sorrow doesn't really work anymore. You know, Corsair can't block Rabble Master effectively anymore. you know,
It's what we
doing
like
what?
to call value.
Yeah. It's definitely getting its
Frenzy.
So we got-
No, we got
Foundry
Foundry
Street.
which
Street.
is still really good as
and an
well.
Eidolon.
And don't forget the
Foundry
Foundry Street's automatically a 2-2 and the other one's a 3-3.
Oh yeah.
It's just so dumb. That +1/+1 is
So
really working for the mono red player.
Yeah, he can't even really like profitably swing with this Siege Rhino because what he just throws those two under the bus and kills the Siege Rhino,
Yeah.
and then if he Drowning Sorrows, like sure he gets rid of that Foundry Street Denizen and takes 2 from the Eidolon with the Great Revel, and
So-
he still can't swing with the Siege Rhino.
Sorry, I mean that token was from a trigger, so it's not a card. So we've traded 1 for 1 and taken 2 damage. It's really bad against a burn deck.
Oh yeah,
Against a mono red deck. 1 for 1 isn't enough. It's
He
too
did
slow.
get to scry one.
You're right. That's where the value comes in. I'd love to pay 2 life to scry one.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Against mono red?
Yeah, if you're in an infinite combo deck, you just scried one.
Why would you pay 2 life to scry one?
Why would I pay
If
2
you
life to
scry-
scry one when I can pay 1 life and draw one?
Why are you playing? Are you playing about Yolmos bargain here?
No, I'm talking about. Oh, I thought we were talking about Necro, but sure.
Necro's gonna draw one, it's an exile one, and then
Oh,
get
is
it
it?
end of turn.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah. So
Do you even storm?
Oh,
God.
I'm sorry. I don't play Eternal formats.
Storm is one of my favorite decks.
Yeah, I've just built it for Legacy.
It's just good. It's flat out the best.
I'm liking.
Sam with the spicy.
I'm wondering if Ascendancy is going to be the new deck that sit next to Storm, right? There's going to be
Nah,
like Storm has
it's
always
not
been.
strong enough.
It is seen Legacy play.
It's not
It was
strong
6-0
At
last
the
time I
moment,
checked.
it's not strong enough.
On the
Yeah, because
Invitational.
people don't have like answers to it. Ooh, Hammer Hands. Now it's a 4/4.
Oh,
That's
wow.
6 damage that you can't block. There's a punch in the face.
Does he have other cards in hand? That's it.
And
Yeah.
that's game.
Done. Spicy.
Just
Sam
happens.
just knows how to pilot this mono red deck
Yeah,
because
absolutely. If you just play that.
Abzan
for
did
ages.
what Abzan was supposed to do. It had its Caryatids, it had its courses for ages, it had its Siege Runners, it had its Drowning Stars. It cast everything that it should cast, and mono red still won.
Did it? Hold on. Did it win? No. I think Andrew's made it out with 1 life from that Corsa trigger. From the look of things. Alright. Fair enough. Well done to Andrew there.
Yeah.
Congratulations, and that's what happens sometimes.
Okay, so it was just one of those classic, I'm gonna joke, swing in, shake the hand, tap tap, concede
Swinging
sort of stuff.
just didn't have enough damage, so it
Yeah.
looks like Andrew has made it out there with just that extra 1 point of life from that Corsa trigger too.
Yep.
So
That sounds about right.
pretty much
Course
exactly
doing
what
what
you
course does,
want.
I guess.
Sounds like that Drowning Sorrow was just what he needed.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all for that round. Please join us for round 6, I believe, should be coming up next. Here on Full House Games for Magic and More.